Ibalon. The epic tells a story of three Bicol heroes. Baltog, a mighty hero of Batavara, came by chance upon the lush and virginal beauty of Ibalon. Extensive in area, rich in soil, and free from typhoons. Ibalon attracted Baltog's men to found the kingdom. In the course of time, Ibalon became prosperous and peaceful. But one day, the peace and prosperity of the land was threatened not conquering by the strangers of black men, but by a huge man-eating wild boar. The ferocious beast destroyed the crops and killed the people on its path. Vast areas in Ibalon were soon reduced to waste, and countless people were killed. Baltog stood dumbfounded as he surveyed and depredation wrought on his kingdom. One day, Baltog left his home alone, planning to confront his enemy. Under the cover of night, he went to the muddy field to wait for his enemy. After much waiting, when the moon was bright, the man-eating wild boar came snorting, tearing crops as it went along. Baltog hid under the bushes. When the boar came within his reach, he sprang at it like a panther. Man and beast tumbled to the ground in mortal combat. Fortunately, Baltog was able to pin down the beast and summoning all his strength, he finally subdued the boar. Baltog's victory put an end to a terror that had ravaged his kingdom for a time. However, Ibalon saw a few years of peace. One day, huge carabaos followed by winged sharks and giant crocodiles rushed to Ibalon. Every mortal was in fright. Death and destruction took a heavy toll. The mighty Baltog could no longer defend his kingdom, for the years had sapped his strength. Defenseless Ibalon had become an easy prey. Luck, however, was still with Ibalon. On that day, Hanjong, a mighty warrior of the neighboring kingdom, happened to pass by Ibalon. Apprised of the plight of the people, Hanjong came to their rescue. Hanjong and his brave seasoned men threw themselves at their being wild enemies. For untold hours, Ibalon saw mortal combat. Blood flowed freely over the land and the streams. One by one, the beasts were slain. Before sunset, Hanjong and his men emerged the victors. Only one monster escaped Hanjong's mortal wrath. This was Oriol, the serpent who could transform into a beautiful woman. Hanjong, however, repulsed the advances of the temptress. To save itself from extinction, Oriol struck alliance with Hanjong. Through itself, the evil spirits of the mountain were routed out. This last victory brought to an end the second threat to Ibalon's peaceful existence. Ibalon, under Hanjong's wise administration, became rich and peaceful again. But Hanjong was getting on in years and outside his domain. Rabut was eyeing his kingdom. This monster was far more terrible, for under its spell, mortals could be changed into stones. Luck again was with Ibalon. Hanjong had a mighty friend, a young warrior named Bantong. Bantong, in command of a handful of men, trekked one day into the monster's lair and found out that the enemy is taking its nap. With cat-like agility, Bantong came near his prey, and with a mighty stroke, delivered mortal blows at the monster's neck. The wounded monster writhed in agony, and in his struggle for breath, the earth shrouded and cracked. The waters of the sea rolled landward. With the death throes of the monster over, the dust clouds parted, and Ibalon underwent great physical change. New islets began to dot the waters near the peninsula. The Inarina River changed its course, and the dark lake had replaced the mountain at Bato. Finally, a tall and perfect cone reared itself to Lord. This perfect cone is now known as Mayon Volcano. Ibalon.